Yo, what it do, wealth champions? Y'all know what it is, man. It is that time of the morning for what? The Cortez Hustle Show, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have a wonderful, wonderful show lined up for you today. Today, we are talking social media for business. We are talking manifestation. How do you use the words and thoughts and the energy that's all around you to produce what it is that you want? Of course, we're going to go through some news every entrepreneur can use. And then we have a very special guest that we want to share with you guys today by the name of Tarraha Whittney. She also known by Coach Whitney, and she's a social media expert, and she's going to be talking about her luxury lifestyle app. It's a concierge app, man, and membership that I've never seen the likes of, man. So that's going to be pretty dope. And she's also going to talk about her experience with manifestation. And then towards the end of the show, I'm going to give you the one social media platform that I am shifting all of my attention to for the remainder of 2020, and you might be for all of 2021 as well. So it behooves you to stick around to the end of the show, and I think you'll want to make a similar shift as well. So without further ado, man, let's roll this intro.
It up, put the hip shit on the shelf. Cause the way the real wealth is being real with self. My eyes been seen the glory of the coming of the left. I can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for help. It's time to switch it up, put the hip shit on the shelf. Cause the way the real wealth is being real with self. My eyes been seen the glory of the coming of the left. I can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for help.
Money, money, money. That's all he
Guys,
talks
there's
about.
nothing
is
wrong
money.
with being wealthy. Like Kanye West says, having money is not everything, not having it is. No, Deuteronomy 8:18 says God gives us the ability to create
Money
wealth.
is the root to all
No,
evil.
it's the love of money that's the root of all evil.
Just
All
money.
like money. Oh, kid.
Yes, I do think about other things than money.
Money.
I'm just trying to leave a legacy for my family. Money's not everything, but when you got it, you can do some cool stuff. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Cortez Hustle Show, coming live and direct from the Monetize My Life studios here in St. Louis, Missouri. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you've all been given a gift, talent, or special ability by your creator. And if you haven't figured out how to package and present that to the marketplace, then you want to go check out this free book, Monetize My Life. All you do is cover shipping and the book is yours. If you go to monetizemylifenow.com, you can grab your free copy of the book and we will get it out to you today. Ladies and gentlemen, if you happen to be catching the show live on Facebook or YouTube, do me a huge favor. Go ahead and comment in the chat where you're from. Also drop the name of your business and or your brand. If you're listening to this on the podcast download, always remember you can go to thecortezhustleshow.com if you ever want to see my ugly mug and see how we do this show live via the recording. But don't hesitate, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know who you are, the name of your business and or your brand. We'd like to do some free shout outs this morning for those who catch us live and in living color. Real quick, man, I want to give a huge shout out to those of you who are dealing with the loss of a loved one due to military combat or action. This is Memorial Day. And special shout out to all of my soldiers who are serving actively and, retired or no longer serving. But really, for those of you who've lost a loved one in military service, want to give you guys a huge shout out. And hopefully, you know that the community has your back and you are supported. The Bible talks about no greater love than a man willing to lay down his life for his neighbor. And that's what our military folks are. That's what they signed up for, man. So if you see them out and about, man, make sure that you show them some love today. So let's get on to some news every entrepreneur can use, man. These are articles that I like to just kind of make you guys aware of. And it's always my hope that you draw inspiration from these articles. And if it's not inspiring to you, all right, wait a minute. Let me see what my display capture is. saying, hey, oh, no, that's right. All right. So let me see what we got going on. And I like to go to Black Enterprise Magazine and Forbes as well. So let's see what we got with news every entrepreneur can use for this morning. So Black Enterprise, I always go with the entrepreneurship section, but they've got a lot of great events. Great articles and sections, events, lifestyles. But let's look at some of the top events or articles for entrepreneurs. Tracy Ellis Ross adds hair accessories to her product line. Okay. Uh, Here's one that you should be paying attention to. It says report 45% of Black businesses anticipate closing within 6 months due to COVID-19. Now, as sad as that may be, I want you guys to think about something. Wherever one door closes, another door opens. So while some Black businesses are going out of business, almost 50% of them due to COVID, that means opportunities for new entrepreneurs if you are positioning yourself to take advantage of the of the business, uh, of the situation. And here's another thing: if you provide business to business services similar to what I do and one of my businesses as a marketing consultant, then some of these businesses could be saved with your business to business help. So, are you reaching out to some of these failing businesses and maybe you could help turn them around? Here's another one. Meet the 73-year-old food entrepreneur who calls herself the queen of Creole cuisine. 73 years old and still doing it, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, Team develops app to help keep kids connected to incarcerated parents. Um, that's wonderful, man. And a lot of times we do not give our children the support because we think their dreams are far-fetched, man. Support these babies. Let that wild imagination continue to run. This one is super dope. Magic Johnson's life insurance company to distribute 100 million in federal loans to minority businesses. How many of you guys knew that Magic Johnson even had a life insurance company, right? I didn't. This is why we go over articles like this. And then the last article is 6 tips to get your pitch noticed by venture capitalists. If that is something that you are into, I'm not into giving up parts of my business for venture capitalists. Let's see who we had jumping on so far. A money medic from Hyattsville, Maryland. Gail, what's going on? Top of the morning to you. She's the only one bold enough to drop the name of her business and or her brand. Where you so nevertheless, I also like to do this, guys. I don't know about you, but they say you get what you focus on, man. And I focus on what billionaires are doing, man. So this is also, I never knew this until I started doing this segment that Forbes actually has a entire staff to following billionaires, right? So if you say where it says billionaires here, it says world's billionaires, China's richest, Korea's richest, Australia's, all of these articles are dedicated to the richest people in the world and what they got going on, man. So I thought this is pretty cool. It says, meet the Harvard professor who became a billionaire thanks to coronavirus. Yeah, I heard me say it before, and I'm gonna keep on saying it. I get this from my mentor, Brian Bean. Everybody ain't losing during this quarantine, y'all. Matter of fact, why don't y'all declare that in the comments so maybe it'll spark some things for you. Everybody put in the comments, everybody ain't losing, man. Because of coronavirus, this Harvard professor became a billionaire. Buffett sells more stocks, including Goldman Sachs, with no elephant-sized acquisition on the horizon. Everybody loves to watch what Warren Buffett is doing with his stocks. The billionaire behind the Taiwanese company building a $12 billion semiconductor factory in Arizona. 5 things we learned from Joe Biden's new financial disclosure. The world's billionaires list 2020, and then a decade of billionaires. There's also another one. It's I know it's a Forbes article, but maybe it was from a week or two ago. But it talked about the top 10 or 15 richest people in the world, how they all have added collectively about $250 billion to their enterprises, man. I want you to think about that. $250 billion in 2 months added to their bottom line. Why? Because they're not focused on the problem, they're focused on solutions and providing solutions. And I want to say to you today, as an entrepreneur, you, my friend, should be focused on solutions, man, point blank and period. All right. So that's it for news every entrepreneur can use. Let me also get into some of our main topics. How many of you guys are using or feel that you are using social media to the best of your ability, right? When it comes to getting your business out there and doing, what you need to do and using it to stay afloat. Kevin Lewis out of Detroit is checking us out on YouTube as well. Appreciate that, my friend. So when we talk about social media for business, man, I want you guys to understand something. When you have the ability to reach the entire world for free, you have to take advantage of that. I don't know if you guys understand the power in that. Social media gives you the ability to reach the entire world for free. Are you using it to the best of your ability? And I'm not talking about, becoming an influencer to the tune of millions and millions of followers. I'm just saying you've got a good product or service. You have a great message or cause. Are you using social media to the best of your ability? If not, why not? Right? If not, why not? And if not, what's holding you back from making an investment into learning social media? Right? If not, what's causing you to not invest in learning social media? Because that's something that it just dawned on me when I just said that. But you can reach the entire world for free with these social media platforms and apps. So let's look at a couple articles that I was able to pull up, man, and I want you guys to take this into consideration. Let's see, how social media platforms are helping small businesses amid COVID-19. This is from an econsultancy.com is an actual blog. Facebook launches Shopped. So Facebook is giving you the ability to sell your goods and services right on Facebook. That is, if you have a Facebook business page. A lot of you guys don't even realize that Facebook is divided into two sections. It is Facebook for business, and then it is Facebook for play. Now, I have no problem with you being on Facebook for play. That's your deal. That's, some people just are looking for an outlet. But if you are an entrepreneur and you're on Facebook for play, shame on you. So Facebook is doing some things to help entrepreneurs out during this quarantine. But let's be clear, Facebook is doing some things to help themselves out during this quarantine. All the social media, not social media, but the e-commerce platforms like Etsy and Ecwid, and even the platform that I promote, Builderall's e-commerce platform through Magento, right? All of these social media platforms are creating opportunities for people. And Facebook said, listen, we've got 2 billion active users every day. Why don't we create a social media platform with our own world? And that's what they're doing. YouTube's video ad tool. Creating quality video content is not easy, not always easy, particularly for small businesses who might lack the skills or budget to do so. On top of this, of course, businesses are now unable to hold in-person video shoots. Consequently, YouTube has launched its Video Builder tool, which allows small businesses to create content for free. So these platforms are making it easier and easier for entrepreneurs. Pinterest shop to highlight small and sustainable brands. So even Pinterest is getting in on the deal. Facebook's Business Resource Hub is available for entrepreneurs who, of course, have Facebook business pages. I get emails almost every other day from Facebook inviting me to a think tank, inviting me to some free consultation, inviting me to some help on growing my brand using the Facebook platform. And that's free, ladies and gentlemen. But you don't get that if you don't have a Facebook business page. If you're only on Facebook as a personal persona, you're missing out. Instagram stickers for small businesses. Facebook on Instagram has also released a new feature to help small businesses make sales, which this time comes in the form of gift cards, food orders, and fundraiser stickers that they can share on their profiles. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are not using social media for business, you are missing out. So, really quickly, we're going to take a quick break, man. And when we come back, we're going to introduce you to our special guest for the day, Miss Tarraha Whittney, and she's going to talk all things social media. She's going to talk about her new luxury lifestyle app and membership, and she's going to talk about how she harnessed the power of manifestation to create some of the things that she visualized, man. And that's important, that you have vision as an entrepreneur. So don't go nowhere. Keep it locked right here, and we'll be back with Miss Tarraha Whittney on the other side of this break. Cortez Hustle Show is brought to you by Financial Health Mentor, practical, proven wealth building strategies specifically for working class Americans. Go to financialhealthmembership.com, learn how to get your taxes down, credit up, get out of debt, and start accumulating assets. financialhealthmembership.com. Cortez Hustle Show is also brought to you by freefunnelmachine.com. If you've ever wanted to use sales funnels in your business, but not quite ready to fork over hundreds of dollars per month for funnel building software, then now you can incorporate sales funnels into your process absolutely free. freefunnelmachine.com includes free autoresponder, includes free training, and it is free for life. freefunnelmachine.com. The Cortez Hustle Show is also brought to you by Office Huddle Print Shop. All of the graphic designs, logos that you see for iHustle Media Group and the Cortez Hustle Show are courtesy of Office Huddle Print Shop. Check out their exclusive unlimited graphics package at officehuddleprints.com. The Cortez Hustle Show is a copywritten production of iHustle Media Group. Any unauthorized use of video, captions, audio, depiction of this show is strictly prohibited. iHustle Media Group, a better way to market. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Cortez Hustle Show. I'm your host, of course, Cortez Hustle, also known as the one and only financial health mentor. And we're coming live and direct from the Monetize My Life studios here in St. Louis, Missouri. If you, my friend, have a gift, talent, or special ability that you are struggling to package and present to the marketplace, you want to grab your copy of Monetize My Life and discover the 4 incredibly simple ways to profit from your passion. Just go to monetizemylifenow.com and get your free copy. All you do is cover shipping and we'll get it right out to you, man. Today, as we're talking about social media for business, it gives me a great deal of pleasure to bring on this next young lady because I've watched her brand explode on social media, and she's great with Instagram and a lot of the platforms, and I've been studying her from afar for a minute. So I'm going to introduce to some and present to others my good friend, Miss Tarraha Whittney, co-founder of iVipp, the luxury lifestyle app, right? So, Coach Whittney, what's going on?
Yes, hey, I'm so excited to be in your presence right here on this show. I love it. What's up?
Hey, not a whole lot, man. Just trying to stay in front of people and keep them encouraged and help them get their finances in order and get this entrepreneurship thing going, man. So talk a little bit about what iVipp actually is and how did you get into that space?
Okay, awesome. So iVipp, right? It is a luxury lifestyle app, right? And
Hmm.
before I started venturing out on my own and just becoming this entrepreneur that I am, I used to work in the lifestyle space, right? I was a bartender at these hottest clubs in Atlanta, right? I
Hmm.
worked as a bartender in a restaurant, fine dining, and things like that, right?
Hmm.
And we know technology nowadays is just moving so fast. I think it moves like instead of every 2 years, it's like every 2 months or every 2 weeks or something,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
And we know that data and everything is so important. So I linked up with amazing, successful people, right? And we created this app, and this app is really here to serve the lifestyle of people. So for example, just me working in that space, I know like sometimes it's so expensive to go out, right? You get your hair
Hmm.
done, you get your nails done, you get the outfits, you get the cars or whatever, right? You get all this stuff ready. I used to feel like that was like too much, right? But I
Hmm.
know people are going to do it.
Right.
So we make it easier for people to go out, for people to enjoy things, right? So it's so cool. So you can download your app from the App Store. It's called iVipp Members Only, and when you download the app, you're able to book tables at different restaurants, book
Hmm.
tables at different nightclubs. We get to really know our members and our clients, right? So
Hmm.
if you're going to a restaurant, if you're iVipp, you don't wait in line. Like our thing is, you never wait in line. Your
Hmm.
table will probably have your favorite wine or water with lemon, whatever you drink, right?
Right.
Right when you arrive, like things like that. So we are a luxury lifestyle app that lets you live your lifestyle without all the hiccups. Like lets you live how you want to live and
Hmm.
and connect to the places that you want to connect. If you want to go on a private jet, right? If
Right.
you want a private jet, or if you want to go be on a yacht, like that's okay, right? So
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
make it easy for you to party.
Gotcha. Gotcha. And I can imagine that, a lot of people don't even know what luxuries are available to them. So I think that's super dope that, because if I was wanting to go on a yacht, I wouldn't know who to call. But if I got
Yeah.
the iVip app, I just go on there and just say, "Hey, Tara, this is what I'm trying to do," and you guys can hook me up.
Yeah. So what I love about this, when we created iVipp, we created a network, right?
Hmm.
So you're in business, I'm in business, and it's all about your network, right?
Yeah.
So the app, it really helps you connect with members from everywhere who kind of fit your lifestyle. We have a lot of celebrities that are members. So when they land in Atlanta, this city is popping, full
Yeah.
of televisions here, and movies are becoming all here, and
Right.
we are like the Black Hollywood, right?
Right. That's right.
So when our celebrity guests they come in, we pick them up from the airport. iVipp has luxury iVipp lofts that
Hmm.
when you come here, you don't have to worry about a hotel and rides from the airport, right? We pick you up.
Hmm.
You can order the service of a private chef, a masseuse at your loft,
Wow.
black car service wherever you have to go, right? So all you have to do, we're a 24/7 concierge line. So
Hmm.
when you're a member, you're able just to text us exactly what you want, when, where, and how. I was
Gotcha.
able to we have different influencers. They come and they're members. So right before all of this stuff is happening in the world, we just sent like one of our influencers, and when they got to the restaurant, there was a champagne toast for them, right? So
Wow.
we just love people to feel great and live the lifestyle that they worked so hard for, and make it
Hmm.
simple for them to be able to do that and connect with other people. I'm all about cash flow and
Yeah.
connections. You
That's
already
right.
know,
That's
right?
right. I love it. I
So
love it.
right, creating your own network, creating your own network with such a great network, magical things happen.
Yeah, that's amazing because I think
Hmm.
that's even more powerful is if I'm ascending to a certain level, naturally I want to be connected with people who are a couple steps ahead of me so I can model success, right? Talk a little bit about why you felt it was important to even get in the tech space, man. There's so much opportunity in the tech space, and I think as Black people, we're kind of not in fully immersed in that space like we could be, to be some of the most creative people on the planet and to not be leveraging technology to help us be creative, right? Why was it important to get into that space?
Yeah, okay. So I like when apps came out, right? If you look at my iPhone, I'm not
Hmm.
somebody with a lot of apps. Like people used to tell me, like, girl, where's your apps? You only gotta go a couple pages with me, right? I'm just not a techie kind of girl. And
Yeah.
so when I found something where I was like, wow, the technology space is moving so fast. And I love that you said create, because you can get money and do all of this stuff, but if you stay in a creative space, you're
Hmm.
continuing to evolve, right?
Yep.
And so like with technology, I believe it's changing all the time. And then
Hmm.
us, we are so creative. I mean, if you just run back, like we are so creative, we create everything. So
Hmm.
the fact that I know one thing that I'm capitalizing on is people love convenience,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So just moving in the space of, being a Black girl in tech and being able to create like I do it, especially as a woman, I just had to say it,
Yeah.
right? And being
Yeah.
able to create like I do, I'm like, hold on, where are we at? Like, this is our space. This is exactly where we need to be because it
Hmm.
moves fast enough. We can continue to create and keep up with it, and at the same time continue to solve problems.
Right.
I'm all about helping people and solving problems, and the fact that we are on our phone so much,
Hmm.
like so much, it's so crazy. So if I have an app that you can do all of this stuff without being distracted, or you can, it's convenient for you,
Hmm.
it's just like moving into that space. I just feel like every day I could update the app if I wanted to, right? So I'm
Right.
always, so just being in that space with other women like that, creative, like all these events across the countries with like Black girls in technology. It's
Hmm.
like it's not even about the technology. It's like coming together and thinking of these ideas and putting them where people are, aka
Right.
on their phone,
Right.
on their devices, right?
That's right.
So just merging convenience and creativity. I just believe that I it keeps me in a space of keeping this entrepreneurship really, really fun too,
Gotcha.
right?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool, cool,
Hmm.
cool. Well, when we come back on the other side of this break, we're going to continue our discussions on social media for business. And I know not only with the app, but you leverage other apps. And people don't realize that social media platforms are apps, right? Instagram is an app on your
Hmm.
phone, right? But we're
Exactly.
going to talk about how to leverage these other apps to grow, expand your business, expand your knowledge. And Tara is an expert at that. So we're going to get her thoughts on that. And plus, we're going to get into a little bit of manifestation, right? Because I know she
Yeah.
spoke about iVipp before iVipp became iVipp. So we're going to talk a little bit about how you can use the power of manifestation as well to get the things that you want in life. So keep it locked right here.
I have done 2 prior Longevity Better Health Now challenges. I decided this time around I needed an extra push. A good thing to remember is 32 pounds is the weight of my 3.5-year-old son, and I am not carrying around a 3.5-year-old basically.
I'm a mother of 4. I just want to see how healthy I can get so that I can be around for a while. It's pretty amazing whenever you're excited to get on the scales every morning and see what the numbers are instead of dreading it.
When I went to convention last year, the day of the 5K, this lady, Merle, came across the finish line. She was visually impaired. She was blind. From this day forth, I said, I'm changing my lifestyle, and I'm just going to be a whole new me.
I was out of control. I really let myself go. And I thought, okay, who loses 12 pounds in a week? I'm like, this is such a joke. But it happened, and it happened again and again and again. Anybody can do this. If I can do it, you can do it.
Leading up to today has been a whirlwind, but I feel amazing. Everybody makes you feel really awesome when you come here too, so it just kind of like heightens your excitement about everything.
I feel so much better. If I could help just one person be able to do that for their life, then it'd be worth it all.
I feel amazing. I can't believe how far I've came from last year to this year.
I have kept my weight off within 2 to 5 pounds, which is a complete miracle. Let's go!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Cortez Hustle Show. Yes, it is your boy H. Cortez, and we are live and direct from the Monetize My Life studios here in St. Louis, Missouri. Go get your free copy of Monetize My Life, the book that will help you turn your gifts, talents, and special abilities into profit. All you got to do is go to monetizemylifenow.com. Sitting here with the lovely Tarraha Whittney, Coach Whittney, and we were talking a little bit about how she's using her creative gifts in the tech space by creating her own app, and it's amazing app for luxury lifestyle, connecting with great people all over the world and adding a bunch of convenience to your life. But one thing that I see a lot of entrepreneurs stumble with, Coach Whittney, is leveraging social media. So can you talk about the importance of having a good social media strategy as part of your business plan to grow and expand your brand and ultimately expand your bottom line?
Yes. Okay. So this is one of my favorite subjects. And it's so cool that you're asking me this because we just talked about this with my team actually the last couple of days, right?
Hmm.
So many of us have access to all these free platforms, right? We have access to all these free platforms that reach millions of people all across the world, right?
Hmm.
So when these things started coming out, I was really trying to master these because I could already see that, business was going to be just online, right?
Hmm.
So I see so many of us, we're scrolling and we're posting and we got this good content and we're paying for dope flyers and all of this stuff, but we're not getting any engagement, right? So
Hmm.
I went and I really kind of studied all the platforms and figured out how important or how much easier social media can add to your bottom line, right?
Hmm.
So a lot of us we're like, hey, I need all these followers and I need all this stuff, and it's really not that. It's really about getting engagement. So
Yeah.
I created a few things, a few services and products that could really help people simplify social media so they can start to profit from it.
Good, good. I love it, man, because I think so many entrepreneurs can use that because you're on this stuff, and I don't care if you're the person says I don't have Facebook. You may not have it, but you pick up your phone once or twice a day and you scroll to see what's going on.
Right.
Well, guess what? Other people are doing that too, and they could see your business is what's going on, and they could connect with you from these platforms. Another big thing that you are really into, and I've seen some of your promotional post as you are bringing people into this space, and that's what I love about you, is not yes you understanding what's working for you, but what's working for you, you always invite others into that space and teach and coach and help them understand how to get that going in their lives, and that is manifestation, right? So first of all, give us your definition of manifestation, and what led you down that path that got you into understanding the power of manifestation, and what are some examples of you actually putting that into practice?
Okay, awesome. So, yes, I love learning and talking about manifestation because it's literally happened in my life. And, so many of us, we love to keep our lives to ourselves, right? We
Hmm.
love to keep our beliefs to ourselves. And if you know me, you see me in action. Like
Yeah.
me, I'm over the top and extra because I know everything is energy, right? No
Hmm.
matter where we are or what we're doing, energy is only getting transferred. It never goes away.
Right.
And so when I started really studying energy and studying manifestation, I kind of made my own definition of it. I don't know what the real definition of it is,
Hmm.
but for me, it's just straight up whatever I want and
Hmm.
whatever I can literally see in my mind, it is going to become, right?
Right. Right.
And yeah, and it can become right now. And
Hmm.
some people can't believe in that, so it's never happened to them, right? Or it
Right.
can become in, I can play back different things about me when I was a kid, used to think as a kid that have happened. Can I share one of those with you?
Sure. Yeah.
It has nothing to do with business, right? But I remember when I was a little girl, I was unaware who my father was, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I grew up with my mom and one of my brothers. And when I was a little girl, I always was like, I know I have a big family. I have to have a big family. And so it's a crazy story, but fast forward till I was 20 years old. And this is something I used to think about when I was like 7, 8, 9 years old. Like I remember riding the bus home in like maybe like fourth grade, maybe 10 years old, right? And thinking about like, yo, I know I have a big family because it was just me and my brother and my mom, but I know it's out there. So fast forward 20 years later, when I found my father and I met him and all my family, like I have like 100 and some cousins on that side of the family, right? Like first cousins, like my grandparents had a lot of kids, and my dad had a lot of kids, right? So it was so crazy. But the thing is, I've already seen that and believed that, and I knew that, and it happened, right?
Yeah.
So I just always used that principle, and people used to think I was so weird. You know what I mean? Because they're like, hold on, you have this whole imaginary life, but it's literally here. And so now I'm literally doing exactly what I want in life that I already pictured.
Yeah.
You know, and so me, I bring that into business a lot because some of the great people that I listen to and learn from. Let me shout out Rob Proctor. Love it, right? And when I pay for his classes, or or his webinars, or I attend this stuff, he talks about 90% in belief and manifestation, and maybe the other 10% about business, right?
Gotcha.
So when I started practicing those principles, and it started showing up in my life and in my business, and everything I exactly wanted, good or bad, whatever I was thinking it was becoming, it's like, yo, I started leveraging that so much. It's like the best tool. It is the tool. It's the secret.
Right. And I think most people will benefit from understanding that, because what we tend to do a lot of times is focus on the negative. And we wonder why negative stuff stays in our lives, because you get what you focus on. You keep drawing that to you because that's all you focus on. And I love that you say you're about solutions and focusing on how to overcome and how to change and grow and leverage that. And really, it just comes down to being intentional, right? Being intentional with your thoughts. And if you're intentional with your thoughts, then you're going to be intentional with your words and your actions to follow that stuff up. So when you started using this for business, what is one thing that you spoke about your business that you've seen come to fruition? I know it's a lot, but can you give us one example from the business side?
Yeah. So one thing that I know, let me put this out there really quick too. For maybe the people, cheers to the weird. I'm a weird kid. I'm
Man,
a
yeah.
geek, all of that stuff. So some of us. Let me tell you guys this really fast. Like, keep imagining whatever you want, right? Because your purpose is gonna allow you to pivot. Right? Your purpose is going to allow you to pivot. So one thing, like I always dreamed about the luxury lifestyle, and then I kind of got around some people, and they were kind of like, I don't know about that lifestyle. You should do this or whatever. And I was like, nah, I really want this lifestyle. And a way that it showed up in business, it showed up in an app that I use to service other people. Like I've created an app for people in the luxury lifestyle. And at the same time, if I want to use it and go on a private jet or have somebody walk me through the airport or whatever, right? It's available. So I feel like that is a prime example. When I always talked about it, if you talked about to me in 2010, 11, 12, or whatever, I only talked about living this luxury life. And now it's an asset for me that I can use or make money from, right?
I love it. I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. When we come back on the other side of this break, Miss Tara, Coach Whitney is going to let you guys know how to connect with her. But she's got some other stuff going on that I really want her to touch on in terms of being an attractive woman in business. How do you keep the clowns away? And, because I know that gets a little weird for some women in business. And I know I have a lot of female entrepreneurs who follow the show. And I want you to touch on some things that you can do to help that other women can implement in business so that the jerks and the creeps can know that it's strictly business all the time. So on the other side of the break, we're going to get Tara's thoughts on that. So keep it locked right here.
Yes.
The Cortez Hustle Show is brought to you by Financial Health Mentor, practical proven wealth building strategies specifically for working class Americans. Go to financialhealthmembership.com, learn how to get your taxes down, credit up, get out of debt, and start accumulating assets. financialhealthmembership.com. Cortez Hustle Show is also brought to you by freefunnelmachine.com. If you've ever wanted to use sales funnels in your business, but not quite ready to fork over hundreds of dollars per month for funnel building software, then now you can incorporate sales funnels into your process absolutely free. Freefunnelmachine.com includes free autoresponder, includes free training, and it is free for life. Freefunnelmachine.com. The Cortez Hustle Show is also brought to you by Office Huddle Print Shop. All of the graphic designs, logos that you see for iHustle Media Group and the Cortez Hustle Show are courtesy of Office Huddle Print Shop. Check out their exclusive unlimited graphics package at officehuddleprints.com. The Cortez Hustle Show is a copyrighted production of iHustle Media Group. Any unauthorized use of video, captions, audio, depiction of this show is strictly prohibited. iHustle Media Group, a better way to market. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Cortez Hustle Show. It's your boy, Cortez Hustle, also known as the one and only financial health mentor. And I'm sitting here with the lovely Miss Tarraha Whittney. And speaking of being lovely and being beautiful and being fly and all of that stuff, before we went to break, I wanted to always ask you this. How do you deal with the aspect of being a fly chick, right? And being in business, especially in a public-facing business like with social media, where everybody thinks because you post a picture of yourself that they can shoot their shot, right? How do you deal with that as a female entrepreneur?
Okay, awesome. I love this. Okay, so ladies, I'm talking to the ladies right now, and fellas, y'all got to get this game too, right? So ladies, okay, first of all, to answer the question, I'll say get more money. And why I say that, okay, why I say that is because there is something about a woman who has it together, right? So you can be rich, we all know how to get money or whatever, but when you're wealthy, you're kind of all around really well-rounded, you got class, you got it together or whatever, right? And so ladies, you're on social media and you're promoting your products or you're promoting your services, and I'm telling you, the clowns is on the way. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, right? And so one thing, it's just something beautiful about a Black woman getting money, owning her own business, having it together, handling her kids, handling all her stuff, right? So no matter what, you are going to attract these people, but you have to turn them directly into dollar signs, right? So you can be funny and be like, okay, cool, buy a product from me or whatever, right?
Right.
You can be funny like that. That's kind of like my personality. But honestly, you guys, when you are really about your business, some people don't even approach me with that foolishness no more. Okay? And you can really tell a woman when she's really about her business if she carry herself like that, right? So you can have a whole entire swimming suit brand and model swimming suits. Okay. And this girl can model swimming suits online and it won't look like business, but you can model swimming suits online and look like business. So sometimes us as women, we have extra pressure on us. But what I always do is really, really protect my posture. Okay. You have to sit up with a certain type of posture when you're responding to these people. And so you're not, so people know you're serious. I think you could say this. I know I go to these conferences, you guys, I'm always learning and investing in myself. And I'm always going to wear a dress. I'm always going to have on heels. I'm always going to have my hair done, bouncing around with curls. I'm always going to be extra. I'm always going to be that. But I promise you, nobody's approaching me because of my posture, because I'm carrying myself really well. I mean business. Don't
Right.
talk to me. Listen, Grant Cardone, he's one of my favorite entrepreneurs. I love him for the people who don't like him. I watched the interview from him yesterday, and what he was saying about, like, like, women, when these people are approaching you or whatever online with these different things and antics or whatever, ask this man for his financial statements. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times yours are gonna a lot of times yours are gonna be so much better, and a lot of people can't handle that, and that will shut down all them inboxes, all that nonsense. Ask them to buy a product. Ask them to invest into your business. Ask them to tell them to pay for your next flyer. Okay.
Wow. Gotcha.
That's
Yeah.
exactly how you handle that.
I
Because
got a
I'm telling you,
sense
it's
that
going to come. It's
that
going to
they
come.
will jump out of the inbox fast, and and that's what it's really about, man. Carrying yourself so that there's no blurred lines, right? You can't have a blurred line where it's almost like you're reaching or you're thirsty, and then at the same time you're on business. No, make it strictly business. And
Yes.
I would suggest that you make sure you clean up your profile so that it is all business, if that's what you want, right? If you are out here half the time you're looking for a man, and the other half of the time you're trying to be business, then you're sending mixed signals, right? But
Yeah.
if you keep it business all the time, then I think you'll be fine. So here's something else that I wanted to talk to you about, because I know that you are raising your daughter, and I see you guys in your workout videos and stuff like that. What is it like? What is your regimen or your routine for keeping yourself full of all of this energy that you are bubbling with all the time, and running a business, being a full-time mom, and all that kind of stuff? What is a day in the life of Whitney like for keeping yourself physically fit and mentally sharp?
Okay, awesome. So one thing that I knew was, I was kind of, running around this country. I was flying around this country, teaching people like financial education and doing all this stuff, right? But
Mhm.
I was really broke. Like, and it was like I had to be honest with myself, right? And I was like,
Yeah.
hold on, I'm kind of broke in the inside. I'm kind of broke. I'm really broke on the outside, like you know
Mhm.
what I mean? But I
Yeah.
was still trying to like feel this purpose, right? And
Mhm.
so, like, when I really went inside and started to like fix myself from the inside, taking care of myself, taking vitamins, you know what I mean? I live a pretty vegan lifestyle. I mean, I cheat once in a while, whatever, but
Mhm.
that, and then I work out all the time. I take everything to build my immune system, right?
Yeah.
And then I started to shine more because I was really great at keeping up the facade. Like, people would never believe me that anything was wrong, right?
Mhm.
But it was like I was mastering that instead of mastering the inside. So me, one thing in our family we're really important is our health and our wealth, obviously, right?
Right. Absolutely.
so
Absolutely.
so like I had to find something. I'm like, hold on, let me start taking care of myself better, because people already look at me as somebody healthy but not being in the inside messed up, right?
Mhm.
So I started getting my health together. I work out every day. It's just something that I do, just moving 30 minutes. You guys got to understand, God happens in movement, right? So when I
Mhm.
started working on me in the inside, I started doing way more better in the outside. Through the last couple months, it's been hard for a lot of us in business. I've
Mhm.
actually had my biggest months in business, right? And
Yeah.
I know a lot of that is one, I'm so thankful that God has covered me throughout this whole entire situation for a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
But for me, it's just like when I committed, I wrote this down yesterday. I said, when I committed to working on me and staying healthy, because you guys, health and wealth is right next to each other. It
Mhm.
doesn't work without it. Because when I started doing that, listen, Cortez, can I tell you about my bank account?
Yeah. Talk about it. Talk about it. Yeah,
You know what I
you
mean?
got a
So,
healthy inner inside, and your bank account got healthier too, right?
yes, y'all. So what I'm out here doing is I'm transforming my body, and at the same time I'm transforming my bank account. And what I had to do, that was hard for me to really decide, because me, I don't like taking products. Like, I'm not a products
Mhm.
type of person. Like, I don't like putting anything in my body unless I like went and grew it or picked it or whatever,
Right.
right?
Right.
And so really, finding something that was like all natural and stuff like that, and just getting awesome recipes. It becomes a lifestyle that you love to live. And so doing that, my bank account is banging. My family life is really happy. If you see me and my daughter interact, people will be like, wow, like y'all like best friends. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
So
right.
just I recommend all entrepreneurs who can hear me loud and clear to definitely start taking care of the inside so you can focus on the outside, and find something that can pay you to do that.
Yeah,
Find something that can pay you to be healthy. Find, maybe you're referring people to your gym or whatever, right? If you go there, figure out how you can, I talk about, you know, you can go to your job and love your job, but you can be an entrepreneur at your job.
yeah,
Have you ever heard that?
absolutely, absolutely.
Right? And when you start adding value, you're going to get paid more, right?
That's it.
And so anytime that I do anything, health, wealth, whatever, I try to decide as an entrepreneur, like, what can I leverage from that, right? So
Hmm.
now that I got my working on my body, and I'm leveraging the product that I'm using. This shirt actually came from a boutique, right? Because they're
Hmm.
sending me clothes because they're like, oh wow, Coach Whitney, you're losing weight, looking good. Can you get paid? Can you get paid off your following on social
Hmm.
media? I know we talked about that in another segment.
Yeah.
Hey, you got 10.6 thousand followers on Instagram. Can I send you clothes? What?
Mhm.
Throughout all my webinars, I have on somebody sending me clothes. I don't even have to shop like that.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
So those type of things is how you can, going back to social media, sorry,
Yeah.
leverage that, being a pretty girl, leveraging that, right?
Yeah.
Being creative, finding ways for you to start capitalizing off your lifestyle, what you do, how you are, what you believe in. And before I go, let me tell y'all this too. It's really down to being authentically who you are, right? When
Hmm.
I was trying to keep up that facade of who I wasn't, traveling around the country teaching money broke,
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
right? Like when
Yeah.
I was doing that, I was so good at that. I was so good at that. But when I just started being me, showing my lifestyle, living exactly who I am, not trying to keep up with anything.
Right.
Yo, listen, God has blessed me with, and everything I see is believing it has become. Right. So
Gotcha.
I'm telling you, if you're an entrepreneur struggling
Hmm.
with being authentic and trying to keep up with somebody, right? Listen, be yourself, and your
Hmm.
paycheck is in that vulnerability. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
it's true.
absolutely, man. It is so right, man. I have a saying that, spent the first 26, 27 years of my life trying really, really hard to convince the world that I really was who I was pretending to be.
Right.
And
Wow.
it wasn't until, I went through some challenges and I actually went through a mental breakdown because
Hmm.
it wore on me. And I came out on the other side as Cortez. This is who I am. And you don't like it, kick rocks. But I had gotten through pretending. So, Coach Whitney, tell everybody where they can connect with you if they want to get in touch with some of your health regimen, if they want to get some help with their social media, if they want
Yeah.
to get iVipp and get some of that luxury lifestyle concierge
Yeah.
service, what's the best way for everybody to connect with you?
Okay, awesome. So, you can find me, or you can connect with me everywhere on social media at Coach Whitney with two T's. You can also go to iVipp.com. You guys tap into that network. If you're an entrepreneur who travels a lot, this is especially the membership for you. It was created by all 6 and 7 figure earners who
Mhm.
are entrepreneurs, right? So that's a great place to connect with people. Definitely that. You guys can also find me. I have been working so hard with my Instagram platform because it's
Mhm.
so easy to buy my services and products over there when you click the link in my bio. So
Yeah,
definitely, you guys connect with me. I'm looking forward to talking to you guys. I love to help entrepreneurs, like he said, and I'm here for you. I'm a service leader out here, really doing God's work. So if we're close, so let's connect and really
awesome.
make some magic happen.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. That is Coach Whitney, ladies and gentlemen. When we come back on the other side of this break, I'm going to talk to you about the one social media platform that I'm shifting all of my focus to. And I'm going to give you 3 reasons why it makes good sense for you to do the same. So keep it locked right here. The Cortez Hustle Show is a copywritten production of iHustle Media Group. Any unauthorized use of video, captions, audio, depiction of this show is strictly prohibited. iHustle Media Group, a better way to market.
And now back to the Cortez Hustle Show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Cortez Hustle Show. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our good friend Tarraha Whittney. She's an amazing coach and, like she said, service leader, man. She just loves helping people, especially entrepreneurs, expand their brand, think bigger, and really take their life to the next level. I promise you guys that I will talk about the one platform that I'm switching all of my focus on to the rest of 2020, probably all of 2021. There's a lot of great social media platforms out there, and I know Aletta is looking for Coach Whitney's Instagram handle, and I will put that in the comments here in a second for you. But out of all the social media platforms, I think a lot of entrepreneurs, because of their reluctance to do video, they're asleep on YouTube. Yes, YouTube is a social media platform, but it's also a search engine. And that's the number one reason I think entrepreneurs should focus on YouTube, right? I want you to think about something. When I put a piece of content up on Facebook, it's got a very, 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 very short shelf life, right? The Facebook timeline moves so quickly. Facebook is not concerned as much about creating search functionality for you to be able to go in and search for a particular post or particular types of content. They do allow us business people who are working on fan pages to enter tags when we upload certain types of content, but it's not the same as being a full-fledged search engine as YouTube is. So that's one reason that you should think about transitioning into YouTube. The other reason that you should think about shifting a little bit of your focus into YouTube is because from a video, you can create all these other types of content. So for instance, you guys are watching me live on video right now, and I apologize to my folks on the podcast who are not, but the audio from this show becomes the audio for the podcast. It gets cleaned up, edited a little bit, and boom. Now I take a video and now it has become another piece of content. Because we talked about with Miss Tarraha Whittney several different topics on what she's got going on in her life, those different topics are going to be spliced out of this one long video, and some shorter pieces of content are going to be created that reaches to people who are looking specifically for information on manifestation, right? Some people who are looking specifically for details on social media, people who are looking specifically for luxury lifestyle apps and concierge services, right? So now you get to turn one piece of content into multiple pieces of content, right? Think about this. The audio can also be transcribed. So I can send this over to a company like rev.com or timmy.com and have the transcription produced from the entire show, and that might become a blog post, ladies and gentlemen. But the number one reality you have to face is, because YouTube is a search engine owned by Google, you become the hunted on YouTube platform. So if you learn how to use your tags, how to use your description, how to use your headline on your video, how to create engaging content, I have leads reaching out to me almost on a weekly basis, almost daily basis, from videos they seen of mine 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. People are still texting me a keyword from a video I produced. If you're an entrepreneur, man, you got to understand the ability to leverage that traffic, and you will give your videos a longer shelf life. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You don't have to be in front of the camera to leverage video content. In fact, there's a form of video marketing that exists that doesn't require you to shoot a single video. I'll say that again. There's a form of video marketing that does not require you to record or shoot a single video. And the last reason I'm focusing on YouTube is because of the YouTube Partnership Program. Just another way to create passive income, get your subscriptions up, get your views up, get your engagement up on that platform. And I think they have the best form of paying or allowing you to get paid from that platform. A, through the partnership program. B, through the affiliate links in your own description. C, if you're like me, a person who creates their own courses and training classes, virtual workshops, then I can promote those things via YouTube, and I can get paid in multiple ways. So my own product, I get paid for my network marketing product. I get paid for affiliate products and tools that I use to help me grow my business, and YouTube sends me a check every month. So that's why I'm shifting all of my focus on to YouTube for the remainder of the year and probably through next year, because on Facebook I have 101,000 followers, right? If I had it to do over, I would focus on building 100,000 subscribers on YouTube first, and then leveraging the Facebook platform, because 100,000 followers on YouTube will pay way better than 100,000 followers on Facebook, because of the various ways that you can monetize your YouTube channel, and it's less restrictive than Facebook is, because as a network marketer, I can't do certain things about network marketing on Facebook and get favorable attention. I can't share a lot of links on Facebook because they don't like that. They want to keep everything in their own platform. So if I were you, I would at least investigate how you can shift your focus to YouTube. Maybe not exclusively like I'm doing, but at least get to a habit of quality video per week, well optimized, with a good description that serves people, with a good headline that catches people's attention, a good thumbnail, and the right tags. And that one video can be bringing you leads, customers, and sales over and over and over on autopilot. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate all of you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Cortez Hustle Show. Don't forget, you can always go over to monetizemylifenow.com, grab your free copy of the book. All you do is cover shipping, and you'll discover the 4 incredibly simple ways to turn your passions into profit with little to no startup cost. So till I talk to you guys next time, I want you to get your money up, because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly,